Interesting start.
Yeah.
What up, dog? Been a minute.
Oh shit.
Been a good minute.
Been a week. Actually, no, it's
2
been
weeks because I
3
was
weeks
here the week
since
before that.
we recorded
And then
together.
we
I
didn't
think.
record last week, so yeah, 3
Yeah.
fucking weeks. Haven't
3
even seen you
weeks.
since then, so
No, probably not. Not
it's
really.
a complete lie. But
No, I mean for the most part, no.
we
Yeah.
can start off with the
Boys are back home.
yeah, with the boys are definitely back home. Let's start off the matchup of the century. Let's just break it down for the people who don't know. I don't actually know
I
who
don't
listens
know.
to the show or watches it. I mean, I know one person, but 3v3 league, you know.
Oh yeah. It's been
Dub
fucking
Nation, that's our
killing
team.
me, dude.
Oh yeah,
Killing me.
yeah. Those games to 30 are fucking brutal.
I mean, it's
Um,
fun to play, but I'm like, God damn it! Every time I play basketball, immediately after my body's like, stop playing basketball.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little more limber still, so I can't relate, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Definitely sore after those games. I proposed the 3-game series to 15 each. They said no. They vetoed that, so.
I don't hate that. I feel like a championship.
I just feel like that's how we play, like, whenever me and my friends play pickup. We just do 3 games. Or no, we do, like, a best-of-3 series of the, like, teams, and you just shoot again for new teams after.
Okay.
But it's nice because it's like once you get to 15, you just take a break and, like.
Right.
don't have
We
to
do just
fucking-
take the breaks now, which is
Yeah,
nice.
which
I don't
is
think we did
fine,
that like
but-
week 1.
It also just gives you a chance where, like, if someone just goes crazy for a game, then they go cold because they're not like that.
Right.
Then the next 2 games you can just get it back real quick.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, the league's it's pretty fun. It's like well run.
yeah, it is.
Like
Well,
good amount
it
of
is
people
pretty
and stuff.
fun, depending on what team you're on, I suppose.
Right. Yeah.
Nah. So last week, all right. So for week 1, let's go back to week 1 real quick. Quick recap. We're still going, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick recap. Week 1, we play Wilson Rogers' team.
Yep.
Absolute domination. I mean, it wasn't even close. I think you were watching it because you were in the car with Jalbert and Colin.
Yes, that was the
It was
rain.
like 30
the
to
rain game.
30 to 9 or something like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't even remotely close.
Yeah.
I think I had like 20 something points, literally like the best I've ever shot, even though it was like it was literally raining for
It was
those
that.
watching. I'm
It
not
was
exaggerating.
actually
There was actual rain coming
Actively
down
raining
for the entire
game.
game. It was the stupidest shit ever, but we played anyways for some reason. So it rained, whatever, we won. Week 2 we played who did we play week 2? Who did we play week 2? I can't even think right now. Who's the other team that's not Nick Jones?
Dagans maybe?
Dagan. We played Dagan and Randy.
Big Dag, Pikachu.
They're never gonna let me live this down. Literally windiest day of the week. Literally, like, you go on the weather app, 30-mile-an-hour gusts, windy ass
Gale
day.
Force, dare I say?
When we're playing the game, everyone agrees. Everyone agrees when we're playing the game that it's windy.
Okay.
For some reason, revisionist history, they're saying it's not windy. It wasn't windy that day.
Right.
whatever. Blah blah.
That's how it goes.
If Dagan, Randy, or Troy ever watched this game, your team can't shoot, so you wouldn't care if it was windy. 'Cause
Whoa.
they can't shoot, bro. Let's just be real. Randy's decent. He's decent, but the other 2 they can't shoot. That's
Randy's
just-
got a funky shot that still
he does,
falls.
yeah, and it does go in sometimes. But overall, you wouldn't say Randy's a shooter. That's just like not how he plays.
No, it's just
I'm
how it
thinking-
plays.
My team is built around shooting.
I was gonna say, yeah, none of them are really shooters.
Yeah, but that's
like-
my whole team is shooting. So when
Right.
when it's windy, there's
You're
just
like the 18 Rockets or whatever.
yeah, you can't fucking do shit. So I think the game was like 30 to 27, close game, literally an hour
You
long.
gotta adapt.
On God, we do have to adapt for sure.
Would you put that on,
Um,
baby?
No, but yeah. So they won. I mean, they played well, so I
Would
can't
you-
even be mad.
Would you pull your who was it? The on my mama clause? Did you see that?
Yeah.
Who was that? I
Who
forget who
was
it
that?
was. I don't remember.
Fuck, I forget who that was too.
It
It was the guy in
wasn't-
the Lakers.
It wasn't
I
Jordan
think.
Poole, was it?
No, it was someone on the Lakers, I think.
It was like each team gets one on my mama per
Yeah,
game.
and if you're wrong,
And
you're
if-
suspended for the next game.
That's an automatic like turnover, like the challenge automatic accepted or whatever.
Yeah, and if they review it and it's wrong, you get suspended for a game. And then
Shit
the
was so
suspension
funny.
says on my mama.
On my
clause.
mama.
No, they won fair and square for sure. It was a close game, but whatever. And then we played. Who did we play after that? We played you guys. That was the week 3 that we played you guys.
Yeah.
Wasn't even close. We got fucking smoked. I mean, that was some. I'm gonna pull the stats for the people that are at home, because I mean that was just a fucking proper ass whooping.
Yeah, I try to be humble, but I put on a clinic that day.
And I can't even hate, because in the pregame thing I said some bullshit. I was like,
You did. You were hating.
I don't
You
even
were
remember what I
hating.
said, but
Colin said something like,
I said
"What do you
some
have to do to
yeah, to-
shut down your brother?" And
yeah.
you said, "Not
I
much."
said not much.
And then I went out and put up 20, 15, and 5.
Oh, it was bad. Yeah, it was 2015, 2 assists, 2 steals, no blocks, but whatever. And then I think my team, I had 7 and 10, so it wasn't even close.
I had 20 points, 15 rebounds, 5 assists.
What we fucked up is we didn't put Marty on you after. Like, once you had, like, 10 points, you probably should have switched it, because none of your teammates were really doing much other than that.
No, I was just, that was literally the best I've ever played basketball
Yeah,
in my
you were
entire
going
life.
crazy. And
I
then,
just was shooting the lights out. I don't know how.
Marty's like a Draymond Green type of guy, for those who don't know. Like, he had 3 steals, 4 blocks in that game.
He's
like,
feisty. Marty's feisty.
Yeah, he's like and he passes the ball a lot. He doesn't really shoot that much.
I'll say I think Sam Brown is the feistiest player.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, he's the biggest hustle guy in the
motherfucker to play
fucking league,
against, dude.
for sure. Anyways, yeah, so
I'm trying to think of who he like reminds
proper
me of.
ass whooping, bro. We got smoked.
He kind of reminds me of like Marcus Smart.
That's what I was just thinking when you
He
said
just
that.
zips around like.
Although I don't know, like,
I think I have a
defensively, he's
rebound.
like
He just
that.
comes like flying over the top and takes it. I was like,
Yeah.
fuck.
He's definitely strong too. Like, he's short, but he's strong.
He's like a Wolverine.
And then same week, Nick Jalbert plays Wilson's team. Well, not actually Nick Jalbert's team, because again, another sub.
He's
Two-
not a sub.
He had Harvey that game.
Oh.
So he's half of his games he's had a sub. So league needs to step in and get involved there. But
yeah, there needs to be a hearing.
Yeah, there
we
needs
need
to
to
be
sign a
some
new
sort
CBA.
yeah, for real. But yeah. And then we played Pat Riley's team this week. Got fucking hammered again.
Pat
'cause
Riley.
Pat Riley is just a fucking force on the court.
Yeah, he's a baller. He's a hooper.
Yeah, and I couldn't shoot, bro. I'm gonna sound bitchy if people are watching this. They're gonna be like excuses, but bro, that court is
I hate the double rim.
ass, bro.
Yeah.
That court is terrible.
I hate
And that's the
double
worst
rim.
court out of the 3 that are there. Because if you didn't notice, if you stand on this, picture the court that you play on, the half that you play on. If you go to the other half and look at the half that you normally play on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stand onto the opposite hoop, bro. The court is literally like this. It's
Like
like 'cause it's
tilted?
built on like a hill. Yeah.
Oh.
It's not like huge, but it's like very slight. But you can see it, so it's like noticeable.
Oh, if
And
we
so like
switch
if
it
you're
up.
trying to shoot from one corner and you try to shoot from the other corner, it's like a different shot. Whereas like on any other court, it's the same, same like release and everything.
We'll have to make that point.
Well, that's what I'm gonna say. The people who run the league again aren't shooters. The only like I would say the only real shooters in that league are like me. I mean Matt Dunn. He hasn't been like doing too much lately, but he's a shooter in general.
He's a shooter.
Mike, Pat's teammate, he's definitely
Yeah.
a shooter. And then I think I'm probably forgetting somebody. Anyways, majority of the league isn't. I wouldn't say is like a shooter. Like most of them are like kind of like they play big or like they.
Yeah.
I guess Jalbert's kind of a shooter. He's been
Jalbert
pretty
can
good, pretty good lately.
Yeah.
But
He's got
even
a
he
pretty
like
good-
kind of plays a little bully sometimes too. So
He's
it's
got
like,
another like odd shot that falls.
Yeah, he does.
He has a very slow like.
He's got like an
calculated
Al Horford
shot.
type of fucking
Yeah.
jump shot. But
Yeah.
anyways, my point is that they're not gonna agree to it because they don't give a fuck because it doesn't affect them. You know what I mean? Like I don't. I mean, I'll bring it up, but
Yeah, I
they're
think if you bring it up, I'm sure they'll.
I just don't
I don't
think
think
people
anyone
are-
really cares.
The,
that
the
much.
best thing about that side of the court is that the sun doesn't affect you. I
Yeah,
think that's why we
that's-
play on that
yeah.
side, which makes sense.
Because you like can't shoot on the other
yeah,
side.
exactly. That makes sense.
We can always go to the. Well, it depends. It's really usually the only open court. That's
That's
the thing
also
too.
true. Yeah, but
'Cause-
maybe it's only open 'cause it's fucking trash.
yeah, well, maybe. it is.
Nah, but yeah, but you know, everything it only matters in the playoffs. So that's what we're doing. We're just
Just gotta get to
scouting.
the offs.
We're just scouting at this time.
Yeah.
You know, and Matt Dunn's gonna find that jump shot. I got hope.
Yeah, Matt Dunn's 3. He needs to get the jeans back.
Yeah, I know.
He has to
If
get
Matt
the
Dunn,
jeans.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if he's listening, but I
Probably
assume he's not. But if he is,
Maybe.
If he is, I know he's gonna find it eventually.
We'll throw
For
this
some
in the
reason-
GM. We'll throw this episode in the GM.
For some reason, everyone in that league just hates Matt Dunn. Not actually, obviously, because everyone's like boys.
He's fun to
but
meme because he's pretty good at falling on the sword and just
Yeah,
taking it.
it's bad, bro. Like they were. So for context, for people that weren't there, when we were playing our last game, or we were playing the most recent game. We had the first game, so basically everyone's there just waiting for us
Yeah.
to finish our game so they can play theirs.
Yeah.
So everyone's watching, and they're treating Matt Dunn like he's Ben Simmons. Like he hits a shot, and like the crowd goes wild.
All my homies
like-
hate Matt Dunn.
Yeah. So it was fucked up, and I was like, dude, why are they doing this to my boy?
That's the tough part about playing first.
Yeah, facts.
Because honestly, if it was any other
lights are
team
bright.
first, it's like everyone's getting chirped too.
The lights are bright for sure.
Usually Jalbert's chirping me pretty hard, but we were playing him, so I think he let back.
Yeah.
But
I think we
no
play
one
them
gives me
next
more
week.
shit with basketball than Jalbert does.
We play them next week, and we took Matt Dunn in the draft over Colin, and then Colin's got a chip on his shoulder.
Colin's
because of it,
been playing impressively well.
which is annoying.
He's much
because
faster
when
than
we
I
played
anticipated.
in the fucking warm-up shit. You know, like the day that we drafted or
The
whatever.
combine.
I was on his team for every game that we played, and he like wasn't even trying.
Yeah.
He's just being mad lazy. So I'm like, he just doesn't like.
Yeah.
Either he doesn't know how to ball, or like
He
he
got the
just doesn't
chip.
really care, or
He got
what.
the chip, dude.
Yeah, but it's like, dude, you tanked your stock. Like we would have picked you if you like actually were trying on the combine. You know what I mean?
He might have done it on purpose.
That's what I'm thinking.
Mm,
So whatever.
I don't know.
It is what it is.
For me, it's just something to stay in shape.
I mean, I play anyways. Like that day the most recent day when we played past team, like afterwards, I went and played at Braintree with my friends.
Yeah,
so like,
yeah.
I'm playing anyways. So I was like, I guess why not? And I feel bad because Marty, when we drafted again, hopefully Matt Dunn isn't watching this because this might trigger him. But maybe this will light a spark under him. When we were drafting, so I was the first overall pick. Marty was like, "Yo, who should we pick next?" Like once it came to our pick again.
Yeah.
So Matt Dunn scored 12 of the 15 points in one of those pickup games. So I'm like,
Yeah.
all right. I mean, clearly he's still got the jump shot.
He can hoop when he's hot.
And
He's
so
hot,
he
he's
was
hot.
like, we should take Colin. And I was like, bro, Matt scored 12 out of 15. Like, that's not a fluke, bro.
Yeah.
Which I still don't think it is. I still think he can shoot. He just needs to, like, get back into, like, the rhythm of it.
Yeah.
But, so he wanted to pick Colin, and I was like, So
I don't know,
fucked
man.
up,
Your
so.
GM grade going down.
For real. That's why I shouldn't have been in charge. But also, I did warn Marty before that, because he asked me. So I played with Marty, like, in the combine.
Yeah.
And I was like, he was like, yo, what do you think? Should I pick you first? I was like, listen, bro, you do whatever you want, but we will have no size if you pick me. So, like, just keep that in mind. I was like, I
Right.
can't really guard people, like,
Right.
that are, like, basically anyone, if you pick me, you're going to have to guard the best player on every team, essentially.
Yeah.
And, because, I mean, he had the first pick of the entire draft, so everyone was available besides the captains.
Yeah.
So, like, he could have easily got, like, a body. I mean, he could have got you if he really wanted to. So, I mean,
Could have.
I mean, to be fair, at that point, I don't even know if you were you playing? I don't even remember. Did you play in the combine?
I showed up to watch.
Yeah, and then
But I
did
was
you
in
end up
like
playing?
jeans and like shell toes,
Facts.
and I ended up playing for a little while.
Okay.
But I only played 'cause like they were like, we need literally one more
'cause someone
player,
failed.
and I was like, fuck it, all right, I guess I'll just do it.
But yeah, so he didn't get. We don't have any size, which
Yeah.
in the beginning I was like, that's fine. We'll just outshoot every team because we have me and Matt Dunn. But Matt Dunn he's got to just find the rhythm back. I got faith in my boy, but
I'm telling you, he needs the jeans.
he told me he's breaking them up for the playoffs regardless. So
Yeah. Matt Dunn,
we'll see what happens.
Hoodie Mello, untucked Kyrie, and like dungarees Matt. It's fucking unstoppable, dude.
God. And that's the thing too is like I've played with Matt Dunn many times like over the years.
Think about how many times, I
You
mean,
just can't miss when I'm playing.
how much basketball we've played, and people still talk about that game.
What game?
JBL, he had 7 threes in jeans.
That's crazy. I didn't even know that.
That's the whole thing.
That's fire.
He showed up to a JBL game in jeans and just
What a fucking beast.
balled out.
Because I
7
played with him at the
threes.
U before, and he just could not miss. Like,
Yeah.
just like he checked.
He's got
but
that like,
he checked, but it just never ended because the game ended before he missed.
yeah, he's got like that Sean Marion shot too. It's weird.
Yeah, he does
it's
it
like a
like a
chest
chuck.
pass.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
weird.
It almost like reminds me of like the way he shoots it is almost like a Curry shot when like he kind of just it looks like you're just throwing at the rim, but it goes in. So.
Yeah.
Like not the form, don't get me wrong, obviously, but yeah, it's like he just throws at the rim and like it usually just goes in. So
Yeah, I mean,
But-
yeah, you know,
we're just scouting for the playoffs, like I said.
yeah,
everyone makes the playoffs, so.
Our game plans work so far
This fucking
for the most part.
this first round bye shit's kind of bullshit to me, but
I don't even know all the rules. I mean, I just
so
show
they
up.
didn't tell us the playoff rules before the season started. They just told us in their GM like recently.
Yeah, I didn't even.
Like
Yeah.
in week
They might have
5,
just decided.
week 5, they decided that the first 2 teams get a bye, which makes no sense. So I'm thinking team 1, like the first seed, plays the 8th seed, and then I'm like, oh, second seed, we play or we're the second last team right now.
Yeah,
So I'm like, oh, we'll play the second seed, which would be
that'd be Jalbert.
Pat's team, I think.
Jalbert or Pat. Yeah.
I think Jalbert's undefeated,
Yes, he
so
is.
they're first seed, Pat's second seed,
Yeah.
and if we play Pat again, there's no way we lose again.
Whoa.
Yeah, Pat's good, but his teammates just aren't. So
Whoa. Wow.
no offense to his teammates. I mean,
Wow.
Mike was playing in fucking Air Maxes. He can ball, but he just doesn't wear the right. He like can't like move because he's like,
He's a shooter. He's Kyle Korver.
he's a shooter.
Pick and pop.
Mike, if you're watching, buy a pair of shoes, bro. Invest in a pair of shoes.
Lace him up.
You'd be like that.
Get
if
some
you got
ankle
a pair of
support.
shoes. For real. And then Moan. I mean, Moan's actually like a pretty good hustle player too. He definitely wears his heart on his sleeve, if you will.
Yeah. And he
He's
puked.
just short. That's the only issue.
First puke of the season.
Facts.
That's-
Twice.
Twice.
Same game.
Yeah.
No consolation for us, but whatever.
Didn't leave
No
the
delay
game.
game from the
Came
refs,
right
but-
back.
No, I was just playing. Yeah, he's a good sport too.
Yeah, I mean, I like my team. I think we just play well together.
Yeah, your
and
team I underestimated as well.
We have the best chemistry, I think.
Yeah, we should have had Marty cover you. But last time we played, Jay was like a fucking baller, bro. Which not to
Yeah.
say he's not anymore, but
It's
in that
every game.
he-
Someone picks like we kind
yeah,
of
I was
just,
saying in that game he didn't really do anything.
guys
but
pick up the
it's-
slack where it needs to be picked up.
Yeah,
That's what we do. I mean, last game we lost 'cause we just went down early and never really recovered from it. You
Yeah.
know, it was just like last game we kept just getting rebounds and just like couldn't get anything to fall.
Yeah.
I could not hit a fucking shot to save my life. I kept like it was doing the fucking like both rims out. Like
Yeah.
I was just like nothing is falling. I'm getting so close, but nothing's falling.
Yeah.
And then they would just get like one offensive rebound up to our 3 and just go out, shoot a 3 and nail it. And I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
We got it close at the end.
When we
but
played, I wish I could have stayed to watch your game. Like I said, I had my friends already had like prior commitments or
Yeah.
whatever. But when we played you guys, that was our problem too. We just couldn't rebound. Like you guys would miss a shot and it wouldn't even matter. You just grab the rebound and fucking
yeah, the
lay it
height
right
helps.
back up. I was like, fuck, bro.
Big,
I didn't
small
even
ball.
think about that. Like, big small ball.
Big small ball.
Yeah. So you guys fucking dominated the glass, which is like a huge fucking part of basketball that people don't think about.
Mm.
Rebounding is more important than really anything else, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I think me and Pat have like the most rebounds so far.
I was just looking. I think you're
Think the-
averaging a triple double.
It's the one that no, I'm definitely not.
I think you're close to it.
It's the one thing I'm very.
I mean,
good
no
at.
one's getting like 10 assists, but you're like, I think you were last time I checked, you were like the closest.
I think I I might average like 6 or something.
You got 13 points, 20 boards, and 4.5 assists.
Yeah.
That's pretty much a triple double in this league. Because I think the only person above you in assists is Colin with 5.3.
Yeah.
So it's like, you might as well be there.
Yeah.
Or actually, your teammate too. Jay has 4.8.
Yeah, Jay's good. I mean, everyone's good. Flats is good. Fucking.
Yeah, dude. I don't know who that guy is either. Is
He's
he
like Mullins' buddy or something.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
not
I was
even
gonna
sure.
say. had no
I didn't
idea.
meet him until we started playing. So
I had no idea what he was capable of, but he's got a nice shot too.
yeah, he's fucking
He
big.
knocks it down every time.
It's a contentious league.
For real, bro.
Speaking of basketball,
Anyways,
Celtics tonight,
the C's, baby.
game 1.
Celtics in 5.
The Celtics are the balls.
Celtics in fucking
Who's
5,
gonna win?
bro.
The Celtics. 'Cause there's no other reason why.
Kid at the bar.
The Celtics are the
I'm
balls.
pretty sure that kid's dead, so. Way
Fuck
to bring
'em.
that up. Nah, I think he actually is, though. I'm pretty sure he's old as fuck.
Probably. Yeah, it's from like the 80s. It's like a
That
Larry
was the first
Bird,
video
like-
ever taken.
Yeah, literally, dude.
Nah.
'Cause there's no other reason why.
Yeah,
the
Celtics
Celtics
is-
are the balls.
Did you watch have you been watching the playoffs at all? The NBA playoffs?
Yeah, I've watched more basketball this year, I think, than I have the last like 5 years.
Just Celtics or the whole
No, I watched like a decent amount. Yeah, I mean,
No shame, I'm just curious.
I've watched a lot. I mean, more hockey, obviously, but
Yeah,
like
facts.
I watched most of the Lakers game last night. It was pretty good.
Hockey is getting me through right now because so it used to be there's 2 NBA games on every night 'cause the
Mm.
playoffs, but now there's only one 'cause there's only 2 series up
Right.
right now.
Yeah, it's the same thing with hockey now.
Yeah, so like I'll tune into the basketball game and I'll just switch to the hockey game if it's
Yeah.
on late. If it's on late, if they
Yeah,
do
hockey
the
right
game.
now is a fucking marketing nightmare for the NHL, but
Why?
I
'Cause it's
don't
on
know.
at the same time as the NBA.
no, it's just like the teams that are left are
Oh,
just like
facts.
it's like
Bunch
Dallas,
of nobodies.
Dallas, Carolina,
Vegas.
Florida, and Vegas,
Yeah.
which is like none
Vegas
of them
is
are
like
big
the pole.
markets.
That's it.
Yeah,
'Cause
Vegas
they're
is like the
new.
biggest market, but they're new, so it's like whatever. I mean, they're all like good teams. They're exciting teams,
facts.
so it's like if you're a hockey fan, I mean, I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish the Bruins were still in, but
Obviously, yeah.
fucking that's how that went. But like it's still like 2 good series, so I'm like, oh, fuck it.
Charlie was telling me that the Panthers were the 1 seed last year, though.
Yeah.
They were the 8 seed this year 'cause someone got injured or something, maybe.
No, they made a lot of moves in the off season. Like a lot of mostly like guys they couldn't keep or traded or like cap stuff, and then like
He was, yeah.
so they were really good last year. I've been saying it for years that they're a good team, and
He was
then
making it sound like it wasn't that much of a fluke as it seemed like it would be. Like they definitely should have won, but it wasn't like they were not like an 8 seed that should have been dominated.
that's the thing with that's the best part about hockey. I think is that it's the only sport I feel like of the 4 pro sports that's consistently been like you just have to get into the playoffs.
Yeah, definitely basketball. This is the first year it's ever been like that with basketball.
Yeah.
It hasn't. I can't even remember. I mean, I probably started watching
It's
in
been so
2010,
long,
so it's not
yeah.
like it's not like I have that much like fucking
But, like-
history. But there's only been I think there's only been an 8 seed that's made it to the conference finals like 4 times maybe
Yeah,
in
the
the
like
entire history
quote
of the
unquote
league,
best team in the league hasn't won the Stanley Cup since 2013.
which is
The Chicago Blackhawks.
they're the best team in the league.
No, but they were at the time.
Oh,
So they won the President's Trophy, most points, most
Yeah,
wins,
yeah.
or whatever. And it's like they're the last team to win the President's Trophy and also win the Stanley Cup.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
So
I
every
actually remember
year
when that
since
happened.
then, it was against the Bruins.
Yeah, oh shit. Forgot about
Unbelievable.
that part about it. But
But that's the last time since the best team in the league. That's why it's personally. That's why I think it's the best playoff sport. Like it's like
100%. That's the most. I mean, it's
you
also
literally just have to get into the playoffs.
it's also one of those sports where it's literally, and this is why I like baseball a lot too. It's like one single run in baseball or one goal in hockey can like win you a game, and like
Yeah,
there's no other. So basketball, if you go down by I can't even remember the last time that a team went down by like 20 or 25 in the playoffs
yeah.
and like came back. You could go if you go down by 20 in the first quarter, you're probably already lost the game. Even though
I
there's
don't know
still
because like the
this
Lakers
year
almost won
this
last
year
night.
it's different. That's what I'm saying. But in the history of the
right,
NBA,
right.
like if you go down 20, like you're pretty much fucked at that point. There's really no.
Yeah.
You might bring it back close, but 90% of the time you're losing that game anyways.
Right.
Whereas like with like baseball, for example, like you can be down by 10 runs in the ninth inning. If they don't have a good closer, you could easily rattle off 10 hits and fucking win the game. Like
right.
obviously it's unlikely still, but
Right.
it's not like impossible.
Yeah, hockey's just different. It's like soccer. It's like 'cause it's hard to score goals, and you can just it's constant. So like
Yeah.
you can just shoot a puck and it
And
just
I was
bounces a
gonna
weird
say,
way and just goes
yeah.
in. You're like, what the? How is this team winning? Like
The
they
puck goes so fast too 'cause it's on ice. Like it's not like
because
like
it's
you
not
said, it can ricochet off someone's skate. It can ricochet off someone's.
with
I mean,
baseball.
we saw that with the fucking Bruins. It hit
Yeah.
a McAvoy's stick or whatever and went in the goal. You're like, dude,
Right. You're like, what are the odds?
own goal type shit. Like,
Right.
where it's like, but it's like at the same time, like you're making that. If you're McAvoy, you're making that play 10 out of 10 times. You try to
Right.
defend, or you try to like
But the one time you
block
don't
the puck.
on a fluke goal might be you might not score the
You
rest
just
of
lost
the
the
game.
fucking
and you're like,
playoffs.
fuck. Yeah, 'cause it's like baseball. You come in and it's like, all
Shit's
right,
crazy.
you have a nasty pitcher, so it's like that's your advantage right there, and he's got to throw a pitch,
Yeah.
so you're waiting for the pitch.
Facts.
Football, it's like you might have the best quarterback. You also have a great safety. They have to wait to snap the ball. Basketball is a little more constant, but it's like you have guys that are like Steph Curry could just shoot the lights out. Like
100%.
if you leave him open for a second, he's gonna score. Like
Fucking Jason
or
Tatum in
whatever.
Game 7, dude.
right, like guys can just go. Like hockey, it's like back and forth the whole time. It's like
Yeah.
you have players like McDavid and like these unbelievable talents that are like when they get the puck, you have to definitely keep a closer eye on them than some other
100%.
guys. But it can also be like fucking. The Penguins in 2010, where it's like Max Talbot scores 2 goals in Game 7, and he's a fourth line goon, and they end up winning the game 2-0
Yeah,
to
that's
win the
fucked up.
Stanley Cup. Like shit
That's
like that.
wild.
Like it's crazy.
That's like
It'd be the equivalent of like I'm fucking
Grant Williams scoring 30 in an elimination game.
right, yeah, or like
I think he did that last season against the Bucks.
I don't know, like David Ross fucking hitting 3 home runs in like the
Facts.
game
Who
6
was the
of the World
fucking MVP when we won in 2018? What was his name? Fucking Steve Pierce.
Steve
like,
Pierce.
He's good, but he wasn't like our
Right,
fucking hero player. Like
right,
he's
exactly.
just a good first baseman.
Or
but
just like Brock Purdy coming in and throwing 4 touchdowns or something. Like it's just like
shout out Brock Purdy.
it's the same thing as that, but
Fucking beast.
it's way more likely in hockey than like any other.
Facts. I
'Cause
mean,
it's like anyone can shoot,
think about
anyone can score.
think about it. Everyone's a fucking professional at that level.
Right.
There's so many people that play hockey around the world. Like if you're not good enough, you wouldn't be in the team.
Right, and everyone plays
No
both
scrubs
sides.
on the fucking team. Yeah.
Like you have to at least know some defense.
Yeah.
to a
Obviously, you don't have to
degree.
be a fucking defensive hawk, but like you gotta, like
You have a guy.
you can pick up the slack if you need to.
Right.
Yeah, that's the fun part. And also, I was saying to Brandon, my coworker, or whatever, and your friend, obviously.
Yeah.
So he's way more in tune with like the hockey stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't really watch hockey as much as like the next guy, but I was watching the playoffs obviously, and like something that was cool is there's like almost like, I could be wrong, but it seems like there's like almost like archetype of players where like Bertuzzi, for example, he's like my favorite player now. I don't even know if
Yeah.
he's gonna be on the Bruins again, but
Probably
like
not. Which sucks.
the way that he like, I feel like every time he gets like an open shot, I'm like, bro, that's free. And then he passes it, and it's like an even more open shot to the next guy.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like he just finds those crazy
a really good
passing angles,
playmaker.
and like and I'm like, damn, bro,
Yeah,
that's
Krejci's
fucking
like that
crazy.
too.
That, like he'll have literally like a shot where you're like, bro, 99% of the league is just gonna rip it and like hope that they can like snipe a goal or something.
Right.
But he always finds the extra pass, and then when that other guy receives it, it's like legitimately like an open net. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like a pass that like no one would ever.
Yeah, there's just
anticipate.
guys that sees lanes different, and then like
I think it's super fucking sick.
yeah, that's like why it's so good, 'cause it's like anyone could be the hero at any
And they're moving
given
100
second.
miles an hour too at all times.
Right. It's
flying
fucking
around.
insane.
But that happened yesterday at the Red Sox game. I was watching, so I went to the game yesterday.
They win.
Dude, they won it. Dude,
Wow.
so fucking fire. So they played
Call the news.
second game of the Mariners series. They play a third one tonight.
Oh yeah, they won like what 9-4 or something.
They lost, so I think it was, we left early 'cause they were up like 7-4
Yeah.
or something. And we ended up driving we parked like the Prudential Center, so like we drove in,
Mhm.
so like we weren't really trying to fucking
Right.
get out with the
Shit
traffic
show.
and all that. Yeah. So they played the Mariners the night before. I think they lost like 9-1 or 10-1. Like,
Yeah,
they got
yeah, they
smoked.
did. They got smoked.
And that was with like Kluber on the mound, who's like, I mean, he's not good, but he's
Washed.
like our best, probably our second best pitcher, like behind Chris Sale.
Mm.
And
That's not good.
yeah, no, it's not.
Not
So
good.
he, I mean, he's just old. He's not
Yeah,
even like
yeah,
that
yeah.
bad. He's just
Yeah.
old. But so yeah, so he got fucking smoked, and then we lose 10-1. I'm like, dude, fuck. Like I already bought the tickets months ago, so I'm like, bro, we're about to get fucking rocked tonight, because they had this dude Luis Castillo, who like is their best player or their best pitcher, like by far. Like he's like I don't think he was like a Cy Young candidate, but like they traded for him at the trade deadline, so that way they can make a postseason run. Like he's that impactful of like a pitcher that like basically like when he's pitching, you're probably gonna win that game like 90% of the time.
Yeah.
And then we had Nick Pivetta, who fucking sucks too. So I'm like,
Mm.
all right, yeah, we're gonna get fucking shelled. And I shouldn't say he sucks, because he's up and down. Like he'll have a game where he gives up 10 runs, then he'll have a game where he doesn't give up a single hit. So it's like
Right.
you just never know what you're getting with him. So I was like, dude, we're gonna get fucking smoked. And then I think like he had like a quick 1-2-3 first inning. In the bottom of the first, they hit like they hit a homer in the bottom of the first. There's 3 homers. It was like fucking Yoshida, Justin Turner hit a homer, and Tristan Casas hit a homer.
Mm.
And they were all fucking nukes too. Like it was just fire.
That
And,
shit is fire.
And yeah, so they had a fucking day yesterday, and they were just smoking the ball. Super entertaining. But they've been bringing it back together. I mean, I say that as if they're not the bottom of the AL East,
Right.
but like,
The AL
last-
East is nasty though, isn't it?
huh?
Isn't the AL East like disgusting?
Yeah, the worst team in the league. Well, the worst team the team that's been the worst, like the Orioles, they've been the worst for like a decade. It feels like,
yeah.
and they're like leading the. I think they don't quote me on this. They might be second in the entire MLB right now, in record.
Wow.
Yeah, they're pretty good, because they've just been building like their farm system up. So they just got a bunch of like fucking 25 to like 30
Couple guys on the
dudes that
farm.
are just gross. That they finally called up. You seen that video of like Adley Rushman where he's at home plate, he like takes off his
Yeah,
helmet,
he's
he,
like looking
looks
around.
yeah,
Like, yeah.
he's fucking gross. He's been in the
Yeah.
minors for a couple of years, and then
The mines.
he's finally back. He's finally up for like his second season.
Mm.
So yeah, they're pretty nasty. The Yankees, I mean, obviously they just spend fucking ungodly amounts of money on their team every year, so they're always good. And then the Rays, I don't know if you saw, they started like 13-0, so they're fucking nasty too.
Mm.
Crazy fun fact about the Rays and the Orioles: combine their payrolls, and they're still not even. If you combine their team payrolls, they don't even break the top 10 in MLB payrolls. That's how like cheap they're. Not even cheap, just like how much their players are like overperforming their contracts.
That's fucking nuts.
It's fucking wild. And
Especially with baseball, 'cause it's like
facts.
money's just free.
The Rays are like notorious for just not paying their players, but for some reason people still play there. So
Mm. I'll
Shout
tell you
out
what's
to the Sox
entertaining.
for fucking winning.
What's entertaining?
Say it again.
I'll tell you what's entertaining.
Okay.
This is have you heard about this Canton police officer? That whole shit?
I haven't.
It's fucking insane, dude.
Actually haven't. Genuinely.
It's like I don't know all the details of it, but
Out
in
of Canton.
Canton, Massachusetts, home of Billy Burr,
Shout out Bill Burr.
there's this cop that like killed a guy.
Okay.
Had his dog. He's a canine cop. The dog like attacked the guy. They like beat him to death or something.
Word.
Dragged him outside. This was like months ago.
Okay.
Threw him into a snowbank.
Word.
And then he tried to pin the murder on his girlfriend,
Okay.
saying that she drunkenly like ran him over.
Okay.
And like
It's wild.
it's wild. It's all happening right now. Like the trials are all happening right now and stuff like
Okay.
that. But like the dog's missing. They filled in the in-ground pool in the backyard. He sold the
They
house.
filled it in
Yeah,
like concrete.
yeah,
The fuck.
yeah. Like Auntie's house is like where the playground is.
Yeah.
There used to be a pool,
Oh.
so
okay,
people
okay.
do it. It's
Okay,
just
okay.
like, but
Oh,
it's weird to
you said
like.
in ground. I'm thinking above ground. I was
No,
like,
no,
what?
yeah,
Fuck.
yeah. They like cover that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he filled in
Filled
the
in the pool, sold the house. Dog is missing. Can't find the dog. The girlfriend's just on trial now for murder.
Is
like
this guy in custody?
I don't know.
dog?
I don't know all the details. All I know is
Okay.
it's like it's 100% going to be like one of those things that's going to be like a Netflix documentary. 100% in like the next year. or
Shout out
whatever.
Canton, Mass.
Yeah.
For being known for having a fucking serial cop out there.
Yeah,
Is it-
and like the DA's covering it or like something like I don't know. I don't know all the details of it, but like if you have heard anything about this, look into it. It's fucking bananas.
I'll have to check it out 'cause that's some fucking
But that leads us to our topic
Okay.
of the day, which is the craziest murders, unsolved murders /
Okay.
criminal trials in
I'm here
history.
with it.
That's what I'm rolling with this week. So this might be one for the ladies. I know you psycho chicks out there like the fucking true crime stuff for whatever reason.
These are their stories.
Yeah.
Dun, dun.
Tung tung. Yeah, that's what I picked for this because I was just reading about it and I was
Top
like,
10
that's
SVU episodes.
yeah, we're just gonna break down the top
Season
10
15, episode 6.
top 10 Ice-T quotes from SVU.
When Ice-T did the thing. Shout out to Ice-T, bro. What a fucking
Lorenzo.
legend.
Rolling in the benzo.
What a fucking legend, bro.
All
Wait,
right.
before you start real quick,
Oh.
just while we're talking about Ice-T. I was having a
Ice-T?
conversation the other day and I was saying there's going to be a generation of kids that don't know that Snoop Dogg was a rapper before
Yeah.
because of how much shit he does that's not rapping.
Yeah.
That was just
He's like
fucking
Shaq.
insane.
He just does like anything they
But
ask
at
him.
least Shaq is like
I'm saying marketing wise.
100%.
Because
But I'm
Shaq's
thinking
in
like
everything.
I don't think there's a way that you could rebrand. There's no other person that could rebrand like Snoop Dogg did because if you think about where he started, like
He was tried for murder in '93.
yeah, like he was like an actual like gangster.
Gangbanger.
Yeah, and then he was a
Just
rapper
gangbanging.
in like the heart of like the fucking fuck the police like
Yeah.
fucking Compton like
And
all
now he's
that
the
shit.
Snoop D-O-double-G S-N-double
Dude, now he's probably in
D-O-G-Y-O
like I don't even know.
D-U-C.
He's probably in like fucking Fortnite. He probably has a Fortnite skin at this point.
S-N-double-P D-O-double-G-Y D-O-double-G-C.
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
He's in COD.
So yeah, he's in COD exactly. So at least like Shaq was like a basketball player, so he didn't have like a
Right.
dark past or whatever. Like,
Right.
What like
No, yeah,
criminal
yeah,
history
yeah.
necessarily, but
Yeah.
like, dude, what a fucking rebrand.
What is it? It's the capital S-O-S I'm fresh and double P D-O-double-G-Y D-O-double-G-C.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
right.
Snoop Doggy Dog.
I'll let you roll with that one.
Something like that.
I don't know shit about Snoop
And
Dogg.
you know
to be
me.
honest, but
Still same OG, but I've been low key.
oh god. But yeah, anyways, crazy rebrands. That just
Yeah, yeah. No, yeah.
we just
You're
talked about that
absolutely
with
right.
someone the other
I
day.
think
was
you're
like,
absolutely
that's
right.
Like our cousin Gavin, there's 100% chance he has no clue that Snoop Dogg was a rapper.
Yeah.
But he
there's
probably
no
knows
way.
who Snoop
He
Dogg
probably knows who
is.
Snoop Dogg is, but
Yeah,
there's no
he
way
just
he's
has no clue that he had like a fucking.
He's not. He doesn't know it's ain't nothing but a G thing. He has no idea that it isn't ain't nothing but a G thing.
Oh god. That's
Oh
crazy.
man! Wow! Wow! Wow!
Shout out to Snoop D-O double.
Oh, dude. Another side note before we get started. We were doing. I don't even remember who I was doing this with. We were doing some bit of. Oh, it was 'cause when Jamie Foxx did that Donald Trump impression, and they were
Oh, that's
asking him
so
about,
good.
and he was like, "I love Snoop Dogg,"
Yeah.
and he was doing the whole thing. We were
That's so good.
like, just him. We were doing like rap quotes, but like with as Trump. So we were like, "Wow! Wow! Wow! EPO! EPA!" Dude, I can't remember how I was doing it. We did it for like 20 minutes. It was
That's
so funny.
stupid, bro.
Wow, wow, wow.
That's mad funny.
Yippee-o, yippee-o.
Like fucking oh, what did I used to say, bro? We used to have this stupid joke in my friend group too, where it was like
It ain't nothing but a G thing.
oh fuck, what is the name of that song? It's a 2 Chainz song. We should just say it like a fucking like corporate dude who's like reading it off like a fucking transcript. I think
like
the
like
name
he's
of
in
the
court.
song, bro. But he's like pretty girls love trap music, so I woke up with my wood hard.
Yeah.
She used to like say stupid
girls-
2 Chainz quotes.
Sounds like
that.
Obama.
And just like some
Pretty
fuck-
girls love trap music, so I woke up with my dick hard.
and everyone's like, ah.
Just going nuts at a concert. Oh
it's
boy.
mad funny. Speaking of Obama, that fucking clip of him walking out of the basketball game, classic.
Which one?
I forget what he says, but he's just like walking out. He's just, I don't know, whatever. Just keep going.
I have no idea.
Someone knows.
Not here in Boston. Let's see. Craziest trials / murders that are not solved. That's what we're going with. Dun, dun. All right. Starting off with a fucking banger out of Deutschland.
Shout out Halan.
The Hinterkaifeck
I don't even know if
murders.
he's from there, but
Who?
Halan.
Holland?
Haaland or whatever. What's his name?
Holland?
Yeah, the
No, he just
fucking
plays for
soccer player.
BVB. I think he's Norwegian.
Close enough.
They're all Nazis. Let's see. The disturbing story of the unsolved Hinterkaifeck murders.
Oh, I love this one.
This is a classic. This shit is crazy. It was Friday night, late March 1922.
it was a dark and stormy night.
it was a dark and-
1922.
Dark and stormy night in Germany. And this farmer, he comes back to his house to see there's like a trail of footprints coming out of the woods to the house. And when he gets inside the house, he's like, this whole family's there, and he's like, is someone like been here like in the house, or like there's like footprints here? Like,
There's 3 bowls of porridge.
who was
3 beds.
right? He was like, who was going out, like who was wandering off in the woods in the middle of winter in Germany? And like they're like, no one's left the house. Fucking
Yeah.
yada yada.
Wait, so sorry. You said there's footprints leading away from his house?
leading. Well, I guess you can't really tell. It was just like it they said its footprints coming out of the woods into the house. I don't know if he knew how to differentiate in the
Okay, whatever.
night
Okay,
whether,
yeah.
but he just saw that whatever. So he's like, who's been going in and out? Like,
Yeah.
you shouldn't be out in the woods in the middle of the week. And they were like,
In
no
the
one,
winter.
like no one's left the house. It's whatever. And he's like, all right,
Fuck it.
yeah.
I
He's
guess
like, okay,
those are just nobodies.
yeah. And there was like they reportedly heard a noise or something like that inside the house, like up in the attic.
Yeah.
But they like he went and looked, checked, didn't see anything. They never called the police or anything. Like, whatever, we'll deal with it in the morning.
Yeah.
So he goes out, does farmer shit or whatever, and then comes back to find out.
Farms.
Yeah, he goes out and farms and comes back, and all of his family is dead, murdered in the house, every one of them.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Bruh. Bruh.
So, law enforcement
My
interviewed
God,
several suspects in an effort to find the person or people responsible for the shocking murder of 6 family members. More than a century later, no one has ever been charged with the horrifying killings that occurred on the farm in Hinterkaifeck, a small Bavarian homestead. They remain a mystery to this day. So this guy was like, who's in the house? No one's in the house. What's that sound? I don't know. And then there's like, guess I'll just go
Must
farm.
have been the wind.
Yeah, must have been the wind.
He saw the footsteps outside and he was like, must have been the wind. So went back inside.
Yeah, so that one's that's like a classic
That's fucked
true
up.
crime. Crazy.
How many kids? I mean, not kids. How many people were there that died?
There was 7 people in the family, 6 of them died.
Oh my.
His wife and all his kids
Bro.
and shit.
All right, nah, hold on.
And no one's ever been found.
See, that's the thing, bro. I feel like if you, what was the name of the town?
Hinterkaifeck or something? Hinterkaifeck?
If you were a police officer in that town, that whole like precinct needs to get fucking shut down.
There's 22.
Lock the key, fucking
Yeah.
kick them all out, and find new police. 'Cause like, bro, 6 bodies and you can't find a single fucking.
Well, you gotta think about it, it's
suspect?
20s.
I don't give a
They don't have like
fuck.
they don't have like forensic data and shit like that. Like they're just kind of like Mulaney
No,
has a
that's
great
fair.
bit about it where he's like, if you weren't there when you committed the crime when the police arrived, you just got away with
That's
it, like,
pretty
or whatever. He's like, there's chances are
pretty-
you'll
that's
never be
pretty funny.
found.
That is crazy though. Yeah, if that happened nowadays, if that happened in Weymouth, I would have figured it out. But
Right. I'm just gonna keep switching back and forth as fast or as much as I can between like trials and whatever.
Okay.
This is crazy. This one's nuts
okay,
too.
this is crazy.
Okay,
You know
this
that
is
meme with the fucking little stick figures?
no.
One of them says okay, one of them says crazy, and the other one's like introducing them. It's like, okay, this is crazy. The best shit. bro.
Dan White. Dan White was arrested for the murders of San Francisco City Supervisor Harvey Milk and Mayor George Moscone.
UFC guy?
They were both gay men.
Dan White?
They were both gay men. Dan White was like a conservative, outgoing, anti-gay, whatever kind of guy. He assassinated these 2 people since they were members of
Confirmed?
whatever. Yes.
Okay.
So they take him to trial. I believe he shot them both. Like it was very like, it was not like a what happened here kind of thing. It was just like
He was like, yeah.
bang bang like or
I
whatever.
did it.
Like yeah,
They're like, why?
yeah.
I
So
did it.
he was given a lesser. The initial penalty was the death sentence
Right.
for the 2
Eye for an eye.
assassinations. Right.
Eye for
It was
2 eyes.
reduced to 8 years. With a chance of early release for good behavior. He only ended up serving 5. And his defense was that he ate too many Twinkies. And he won.
That's hard.
So the judge found him
I've actually heard about this
on a
before
reduced
in one of my
sentence
criminology classes. but
because I don't think they actually explicitly say anything
That's
about eating
fucking
actual
wild.
Twinkies, but he ate so much sugar that it spiked his blood sugar
Yeah.
levels to an abnormal level, and he was basically like out
Fucking
of
wild.
control of his emotions.
I had a criminal justice class, and like we discussed a bunch of different ways that you could like get off of like a crime, and that was
Mhm.
like one of them. He was
Yeah.
like, there's like a clause now that's like,
It's called the Twinkie defense.
yeah, where
Yeah.
it's like you can just like you said, you
If you,
ate
like-
too many fucking
Like he had like weird blood sugar anyways, and then ate too much, and then like
fucking wild.
it,
What
like-
a fucking beast, bro.
I mean I don't know if
It's
I
like I
call
did
that,
it, but I ate too many Twinkies, so
right.
I didn't know what I was doing.
I didn't know what I was doing.
But I did kill them.
Evidently, I'm from the South,
Yeah, I forget. Or you said California.
San Francisco. Yeah. So
Close enough.
definitely didn't have a twang to him, but
Yeah.
yeah. So he got off on that
What
because
a
of
fucking beast, bro.
crazy. I don't know if beast
I
is
can't
the right
even
word,
hate,
but
bro. No, that's some G shit, bro.
he's like, dude, too many Twinkies. They're like, you're good.
They're like,
Judge is like, if I had $1 for every time, I've had a couple too many Hostess and
We've
just
all been there.
went on a murder spree.
Yeah.
went on a killing spree.
The jersey. I mean, all the jurors are obese. They're all like, "Yeah, we get it, man."
That checks out to me.
Yeah. Like, yeah, we get it, man.
Do you
can
have
go.
any extras?
You can you ever seen what is it called, like Zombieland USA, with the fucking he's like can't find the Twinkies,
Yeah, Zombieland. Yeah.
and he finds like the fucking truck that crashed and has all the
The
hostess shit, but it's just the
hose or whatever.
snowballs.
Yeah, snowballs. He's like,
fucking snowballs.
yeah. That's a great movie.
For real.
All right, this next one is Jack the Ripper. You might have heard of him.
Yep.
This happened in
Classic.
London. A bit of a whiffle, isn't it? These matters.
Jack the Ripper.
Jack the fucking Ripper. He's probably an Arsenal fan, the fucking wanker. Between August and November of 1888, he murdered at least 5 women, all prostitutes, in or near the Whitechapel district of London's East End.
Well,
As
which
far as
one?
I'm concerned, he did the world a favor. These fucking dames. Jack the
foul
Ripper was
wenches.
never identified or arrested. Today, the murder sites are the locus of macrabe tourists. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Yeah, I don't know what that. I don't
Basically, it's like a thing now where you're like,
Yeah, they,
you're like, this is where a guy murdered a bunch of women.
yeah, it's like the headless
People are
horseman
like,
story, right?
oh.
Isn't that him?
No, oh, is it?
I think so. Yeah.
I thought that was like Ichabod Crane, which is like,
I
like
could
an
be wrong.
Edgar Allan Poe book.
I could be wrong, but I thought
Edgar Allan
I
Poe had a
thought he was-
weird death too.
I thought he was based on that dude.
If I
before,
remember right, I should have put that in there. I think Edgar Allan Poe had a pretty odd death too.
Yeah, he did.
He got like murdered or some shit too, and like
I'll
no
look
one,
that up while if you want to.
no one really knows why. Yeah, so we'll see.
I'm gonna
Jack
look
the
up
Ripper,
Jack the Ripper on Jack the Ripper versus what I say, the headless horseman.
the Headless Horseman.
I don't think it's
Maybe
the
it could have been
person, but-
based off that actually. Now that you're saying that, I'm like having a vague memory of that.
Oh, why they just connected in my head, but
Speculatively attributed to Jack the Ripper in 1892 and 1888, a series of 5 murders were linked by police to a single murder. The so-called Canonical 5 victims were Marion Nichols, Annie Chapman, Elizabeth
Canonical?
Stride, Catherine Ados, and Mary Jane Kelly. According to the common assumption of the time, all the victims were prostitutes, and all but one of them, Kelly, was murdered while soliciting on the street. So he was basically like, "Oh, you want to fucking have a good night?" And then
you were
fucking
right.
stabbed
Ichabod Crane.
with that motherfucking top off.
The headless horseman is a fictional character from the 1820 short story. The
Yeah, but I feel like you might be right about him being based off someone.
I didn't say it in here, so I don't know.
Like, he was inspired by someone else.
Anyways, whatever.
Yeah, so this guy never got found.
Yeah, I
In
mean
the
that one's,
grand
notorious.
scheme,
We've all heard
It's
that one.
like pretty not that crazy.
There's been worse.
Yeah, there's definitely been like worse. I don't know why this
I
one
can
was
name
like,
at least
this is probably one of
3
the
people off the top of my head that are much worse. Than
I
him.
think he was one of the first like
terms of
mass
murdered
serial
people.
killers or whatever.
I think he was the first one that was never found. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was like
yeah.
considered a
people were
serial
like-
killer. I think you have to kill like 4 people to be considered a serial killer.
Yeah, which
Like
is
4 people within a certain time span or something like that.
It's just like a weird one, like where you're like, in the grand scheme of serial killers, you're like, it's not that bad.
How old is that? What year is that?
1888.
That's wild, bro.
So he's never identified,
So
even though there's like a bunch of pictures of like
He's
people.
back.
that-
Don't worry about what he's doing.
It's weird 'cause like they say he was never identified, but then there's always like pictures of like a guy, like this one guy in a trench coat. Like I'm like, I
I
don't
feel
know.
like they always do that shit though.
Yeah, it's like the same picture over and
Or
over.
they just like someone just makes one. Like this is what he might have looked like, and then
Mm.
everyone just keeps recreating that.
Yeah, right. Just like even though no one has any fucking idea.
Yeah,
And
except
they're
it
just like
started
I don't
from
know.
some
Like
guy's
if he
fucking-
did, he'd probably look like this.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if he was just like he actually was like a clown or something, like something super extravagant, and they're like making him like
Just
a
looking
trench
for the
coat
wrong
murderer.
guy. Yeah, he's just
He's got like a pinwheel hat on and shit.
and like his murders are very obvious. He just coincidentally didn't get caught for some reason. Like,
It's just yeah.
or
I
it'd be
mean-
no, it'd be also be very funny if someone did like a fucking sketch drawing and then like it was actually identical to who he was. Like they had no idea. They just guessed. And they just drew him, and he's just
Right.
like, fuck.
He's just
it's
like in the
exactly
crowd.
like him. Like how the
Well, they're like, we
did I-
think it was that guy. It's just some guy standing there like, what? It's the sketch
Whoa.
artist. He draws himself perfectly. He's like, fucking hell.
You ever seen a picture of the guy on the news where he like potential suspect and it's just him?
Oh yeah.
It's just that shit.
Yeah, it's just the guy. All right, on to another murder. Jean-Benet Ramsey. You ever heard of Jean-Benet Ramsey?
Yeah, but no.
All right,
I forgot the name.
Jean-Benet Ramsey was this happened in December 25th, 1996. Which is
96?
Christmas. Yeah. 1996. An American child beauty queen who was killed at the age of 6 in her family's home in Boulder, Colorado. Boulder has been the site of some fucked up shit.
To your roommate back in Boulder.
Yeah.
He ain't never
JonBenet
getting
Ramsey.
older.
The fucking that like that theater shooting. Oh no, that was Aurora, wasn't it? Yeah, that was Aurora. Never mind.
Same state. Same jurisdiction.
So this like girl, she was 6, and she was famous 'cause she was like a kid beauty
a
pageant,
child star, as
kid
you, s-
beauty
as you
queen or
said.
something like that.
Yeah.
Handsome young lady. Yeah. So I like just I'll read off this in a second, but if I remember just from memory, it's like she was like found in the basement or something, and then the parents called the police to report that she'd been murdered.
She was found in her own basement, right?
Correct.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
Obviously, suspect number 1 of the parents.
suspect number 1 would be the parents, and there was like a bunch of bullshit. The trial went on for a while.
Yeah.
Kind of basically boiled down to like it's been a long time and we don't have enough
Yeah, we
sufficient
can't do
evidence
shit.
to
Yeah,
really
yeah.
convict anybody of it.
Yeah.
A long handwritten ransom note was found in the home. Her father John found the girl's body in the basement of their house about 7 hours after she had been reported missing. So she sustained a broken skull from a blow to the head and had been strangled.
I think the running theory was that it was the mother, if I remember correctly. But
Yeah. Autopsy report stated that JonBenet's official cause of death was asphyxia by strangulation associated with cranial trauma.
yeah, with the fucking hole in her head as well.
Right.
Like that probably played a part.
Her
in it
death
as
was ruled a homicide. Case generated worldwide public and media interest, in part because mother Patsy Ramsey, a former beauty queen, had entered JonBenet into a series of child beauty pageants. Crime is still considered a cold case. Remains an open investigation to this day in the Boulder Police Department. So they did like a bunch of DNA testing too. They thought maybe the brother had did it.
Yeah.
Her brother was like 9, so they're like maybe he like was one of these
Yeah.
psycho kids that just
Jackson.
doesn't understand like
Michael
the
Myers type shit.
effects of like whatever, like his actions and shit like that. He was found not a suspect eventually. JonBenet's parents gave several televised interviews but resisted police questioning except on their own terms. 2013 unsealed court documents revealed a 1999 grand juror had recommended filing charges against the Ramseys for permitting the child to be in a threatening situation. I don't really know what the threatening situation would have been, but
Just like fucking allowing her to
just-
die on the premises. I don't know.
yeah, I don't really know like
Yeah.
what like I don't think they were like doing anything crazy. John and Patsy were also accused of hindering the prosecution of an unidentified person who had committed the crime of murder in the first degree and child abuse resulting in death. However, the DA determined there was insufficient evidence to pursue a successful indictment. Then they keep like they close the case, then they open it, then they close it, then they open it,
Yeah, yeah.
close it, then they open it. I think it's
And
been
they close
closed
it
and
and they open
reopened like 5 times. 2002 DA successor took over. 2003 DNA trace DNA evidence was taken from the victim's clothes, found to belong to an unknown male. They tested all the family's DNA.
Bruh.
They all came back negative, which resulted in the DA saying in 2008 that the family had been completely cleared due to DNA results. However, others, including former Boulder Police
A twist.
Chief Mark Beckner, disagree with the exoneration of the Ramseys, characterizing a DNA as a small piece of evidence that was not proven to have any connection to the crime. So they basically found some hair, and we're just
Yeah,
like,
so you could easily,
this guy did it.
but you
like-
could easily get that from like school or something like.
You could get it from anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, so keep in mind, this happened in 96. That DNA was, trace DNA was found
Back to
in
back
like
in Jordan
2002.
96, 97 type. shit.
Correct.
So she was dying while Jordan was putting up his second ring, actually 5th ring.
A lesser known part of the story. Right.
Just something to think about.
Just a little B-side of the story. February 2009, the Boulder police took the case back from the DA and reopened the investigation, and is still open to this day. So I assume this is just
Close that
collecting
shit,
dust
bro.
on someone's fucking
Yeah,
desk right
Close
now.
that shit, bro.
Yeah.
That shit ain't getting solved.
It's wild. There's
That
a
shit's
false
crazy.
confession at one point. Alexis Val Reich was arrested in Bangkok, Thailand on August 15, 2006 following a
Damn.
false confession.
Oh,
Reich, a 41-year-old schoolteacher, claimed to have drugged, sexually assaulted, and accidentally killed JonBenet.
okay. So yeah, so that's just like I just want some.
That's just
clout.
dude looking for clout. Yeah.
Yeah, I just
And
want some
they were
fucking-
like, "Wait, you did it?" And he's like, "Yeah." And then they were like, "No, you didn't." He was like, I know I didn't."
He's
but-
like, okay, you got me.
and he's like, "Yeah, but why'd you say all that shit?" Like, whatever.
Like you're kind of weird, bro.
In the confession, Reich had provided only basic facts that were known publicly. So like he's basically like just reading off the news and being like, "Yeah, well, 'cause the fucking," they're like, "Yeah, we
He's
can
like,
see
yeah.
that too."
So I beat her over the head.
Yeah, literally.
Choke. What's that? Choked her out.
On October 26, 2006, that same guy, Reich, sent an email to Bill Hammonds of Bill's List seeking a literary agent to publish a manuscript that some might find controversial. So this guy's just looking to make money off the case, basically.
For fuck's sake.
That's what I'm saying.
You're not going to find her.
There was defamation lawsuits. What it looked like was, it looked like, it seems to be some sort of like, more than likely a life insurance scam.
I was gonna say, it was definitely one of the parents. There's no way that your child dies in your house, in your basement, and you're like, wait.
Right.
Where's my fucking 2-year-old daughter that's been missing for 6 hours?
Right. Since she was like a child beauty queen, she was worth like not a ton of money, I assume, but like more than the average 6-year-old would be worth or whatever. So like
more than the median.
Right. And then they tried to sue for defamation of character and all that stuff like that. So it's like looks like some sort of fucked up money grab.
Yeah. I mean, that makes the most sense.
I mean, what can you do? You know, what can you do?
Who knows? You get the OJ case on there?
I mean, I did at first, but I was like, I feel like everyone knows about the fucking OJ case.
You're
I feel like you could do like a whole like episode on just the OJ case.
You heard the quote by him where he said why he doesn't go to LA anymore?
Yeah, 'cause the murderer's still out there or whatever. Hey, Twitter world.
Fucking beast, bro.
I don't go to LA anymore 'cause the murderer might be out there.
That's crazy, bro.
Like, okay, OJ.
Like, all right, Grandpa,
The
back in the home.
juice is loose.
For real. The day he made a Twitter account was wild.
That was so fun. Hey, Twitter world.
All the burner
Yours
accounts that came
truly.
after it.
Everyone's just like stab. like
All the
immediately.
comments.
Every reply was just
For
like a
real.
knife emoji.
For real, bro.
I was like, yeah, you have a great marketing
That
team.
shit's crazy.
Whoever the fuck decided to do this. Onto another crazy murder trial defense that worked. Sandy Craddock. May I heard of her.
Shorty.
Sandy Craddock was 29. She was a London resident. She had already had dozens of criminal convictions, but now she's been charged with the murder of a fellow barmaid. Who would have thought, dude? So she kills this other girl that she works with at the bar.
Allegedly.
Oh my god. And they're like, all right, well, you're going to fucking prison forever. Then she gets on the trial, and she claims, the defense claims, she didn't have control of her functions because she was on her period.
I've heard this one as well, actually.
And she got off.
Yeah.
She got a reduced sentence.
That's crazy.
So she was at first-degree murder, and then she got it reduced down to manslaughter, and she was released on probation and obligated to remain on hormone therapy.
So you got to just be impressed with these type of things. Like,
Crazy.
how do you even come up with that?
Experts were able to prove that all Craddock's crimes and suicide attempts took place during this phase of her menstrual cycle, and the court agreed that she was not in control of her faculties.
Maybe she's telling the
I was like,
truth.
listen, I know some crazy broads, but I mean, I don't think anyone would murder somebody,
Facts.
fucking, and then be like, sorry, I was on my period.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's crazy though. I've heard that one before as well. In that same exact class that I was telling you about earlier.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That
There's
shit's
there's been
wild.
some fucking wild reasons people got off. Let's see. This one's kind of wild too. This was in Sweden. This is like moderately recent,
Shout out
2008, Sweden. Swedish police arrested a man after his wife, 63-year-old wife, went on a walk with her dog and was missing. So he went out to find her, finds her body, she's dead, and he's like, "Holy shit!" Calls the police. They arrest him.
Okay. He's like, wait, what the fuck did I do?
He's just the immediate first culprit.
Yeah.
They said, quote, oh, I keep yawning. The improbable has become the probable. She was found dead in an evening stroll. And what happened was, this is what she was, I'm trying to get the terminology right here, because he wasn't like charged with murder. He was just like arrested or whatever the fuck that is.
Convicted.
Where you're being, convicted, and like you're just being held, and like they're still figuring that out. So at the time that she went for this walk in Sweden, I want to say it was like early spring. The trees in Sweden, it might have been late
Swedish
going
trees.
into a colder. I don't know what the fuck. I think it might have been like spring going into, or autumn going into winter, or whatever the fuck. The trees there,
Changing of the season.
they grow these apples, and the apples ferment, and then they fall off the trees.
Okay.
So like you wouldn't eat them 'cause they're like spoiled or whatever.
Crab apples, perhaps.
Something like that, yeah. But what loves to eat these apples are moose. So the moose will eat these apples like crazy,
Yeah.
and they're so highly fermented from being in the trees for so long,
They could be getting fucked
they
up.
get drunk.
Yeah, they get folded, bro.
So
That's
a
bad
moose, a drunk moose, just came across her and just stomped her out and killed her, and that's what ended up killing her. So her husband
that's
obviously
a fucked up way to go, bro.
crazy dude.
Honestly though, that's kind of hard.
Like,
I can't even lie.
Moose already scary enough. Fucking
Like wait.
a drunk moose just like charging at you all fucking.
Yeah, that's fucked up. That's a good way to go though. I won't lie.
Yeah.
It's a good story.
It's well, yeah, for us to read about. Fucking.
Facts. Yeah, it couldn't be. It's not that good of a story either because I don't even remember her name.
She had like a Swedish name. I
Oh,
don't, I
okay,
don't even.
okay.
I was gonna say it, but I don't think I know how to pronounce it.
PewDiePie's cousin or something.
Agneta Westland. Agneta
That's alright.
Agneta Westland.
Shout out to you.
Shout
Rest in
out,
peace.
shout out Aggie.
So the husband got off, obviously.
Yeah, the husband was acquitted.
That's crazy, bro.
Crazy dude.
Imagine they had like CCTV footage of that.
Right. In 1982, Scottsdale, Arizona, resident Steven Steinberg was accused of stabbing his wife 26 times.
Typical Arizona name.
Right, Steven Steinberg.
Yeah.
Accused of
fucked.
stabbing his wife to death 26 times.
Okay.
Initially, he said that it was an intruder that did it, and then he changed his tune, claiming that he must have been sleepwalking.
Sleepwalking.
During the
offense.
trial, a psychiatrist was able to confirm that Steinberg had been sleepwalking. It was found in a dissociative reaction. The court found Steinberg not guilty.
Yep. I've heard that one before too.
So he's just
sleepwalking.
Walking
defense.
around, let me just walk over to the kitchen, let me just grab this knife, let me just stab you 26 fucking times in the face.
Sleepwalking's crazy, bro.
Yeah, dude, but like, Jesus
Brian's
Christ.
done that before. Our brother.
He's murdered her
I
mother?
don't know. Yeah. No. He used to talk in his sleep before. I don't remember if he's ever actually like gotten up and walked around, but
I know plenty of people that like
he's
talk
definitely
about it.
sat up before and like spat some fucking nonsense and then clonked back out.
Yeah, I've done that before.
So
For sure. My
shit's
ex I used to
crazy.
do it all the time, and I would start talking about
Yeah,
like
that's fucked up.
stuff and like
That shit's horrifying.
not like I wouldn't be like
You just recite like a code,
yeah,
and then you just fall back asleep.
I'm just doing like Russian numbers in my sleep. Like
Like some sleeper cell
yeah,
code.
Yeah. He's like, you all right?
You say
I'm
that
just
in the
like,
right
what?
room, and everyone just goes fucking berserk.
Yeah, I'm just reciting launch codes.
Yeah.
No, but I would say she said that I would just like say like things about auto. I'd be like
Automotive.
like, carburetor over and like doing it like just like talking like shop
Christ,
like I was
yeah.
at work or whatever.
Just shooting the shit with yourself.
Just absolutely fucking joshing with the boys in my sleep. I should just like saying some crazy shit.
Oh shit! Or like imagine
The Indiana Pacers are gonna win the NBA championship in 2028.
You ever seen those videos where it'll be like?
It just happens.
You ever seen those videos where it's like a Breaking Bad clip and it's like, it'll be like, the big Jesse and Walt. He's like, you and me, cook, and then Walter's like, Jesse, in 2020 there will be a worldwide pandemic in 2020 called the coronavirus. Like someone just like puts like AI voice over it, and then it comes back to Jesse. And he's like, huh. Wow, like just like some fucking like the rest of the clip, dude.
I was like,
They're
what the
so
fuck are you
good.
talking
Or
about?
like
Those-
the Juice WRLD song, you like that song Bandit with him and Youngboy?
yeah.
Yeah, he's like, in 2020 there will be a nationwide pandemic. Like just like the whole fucking like, dude, it's so fucking funny, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
the
breaking
best
news.
Type of content.
Diamondbacks Zach Gallen accidentally kills Bird with a curveball
Actually, in game.
in pregame warm-up.
Oh,
Whoa.
that's
yeah,
some
I don't-
Randy Johnson
What are
shit.
the odds that it's another Diamondback doing that? Is that what I just read?
Oh, true. He was a Diamondback.
That's weird.
Actually, was he a Diamondback or a Mariner? Wasn't he both?
I thought he was a Diamondback at
No,
the
he
time.
definitely was
at
a
the time, I
Diamondback.
thought.
That's what I'm saying. I don't remember. That was a Zach Allen goat.
That's wild.
Wait, I gotta see that.
What are the
actually.
odds of that, dude?
That's fucked up.
Oh my god, who's this bitch?
And it was a curveball, so it's not even like he threw a straight one.
No, just gone away from him.
I'm gonna watch this clip.
If it's high, let it fly.
You didn't want that one. That was not your.
He's gonna
pitch.
want that one back.
Yeah, right. Is that a ball or is that a strike?
Did you have a video of it?
I
I don't think
thought I did. It still looks like it has a video, but oh, here we go. Make sure my sound is off so it doesn't fucking.
we're taking a small intermission here. Just
To see Zach Gallen smoked his bird with a curveball.
this is as bad as Randy Johnson.
I don't know. It's not loading for some.
Well, in the meantime,
Yeah, just do your next one. I'll find the video.
Ethan Couch. You ever heard of him? Ever heard of this? You ever heard about this? You read about this? You
No.
heard about this? Ethan Couch. This one's crazy. Oh.
Wait.
Oh.
Oh shit!
Did he get it?
Yo, watch this shit. He just smokes it real quick. It's on Twitter for anyone that's
On
wanting
Twitter?
to watch this shit.
Oh!
Smacks it, bro.
That's crazy.
That's fucked up.
What are the
You get an
odds?
extra out if you catch the bird too.
Ethan Couch. This one's one of the craziest ones, I think. He killed 4 people when he decided to drink and drive. Seemed like an easy case for the prosecution. You drink and drive, you kill 4 people, you go to jail.
Wait, order of operations? He did.
He got drunk,
Okay.
drove his car,
Oh, okay.
killed 4 people.
Got you. I thought you said it the other way
The
around.
defense team did not agree, however. They chose the affluenza defense. You ever heard of this?
I think you said
Affluenza.
influenza.
No,
as in, like,
affluenza.
flu.
Like as in affluent, as in lots of money.
Okay.
They argued that their client was so sheltered by his family's wealth that he effectively didn't know what was right and wrong, and that Couch was a victim too. In a baffling decision, the judge
Bro,
agreed and
what?
sentenced Couch to only 10 years probation. Couch did end up serving 2 years in prison for violating his probation, however, and he was released April 2nd, 2018.
That's fucking wild.
Wild. They're like, this kid's such a rich prick, he doesn't even know what's good and what isn't.
See, I would buy that if it was something else that's like, if he like
He
got
robbed a
caught
store
like
or something.
pissing in a Barnes and Noble or something.
Right.
Then he'd be like, all right, he's a fucking weirdo that
No.
like whatever.
Got shit-faced and then slammed into someone.
Yeah, we know the rules. The law of drinking and driving is very clear. That's not really up for debate.
It's pretty, yeah. That's just crazy to me. Fucking
10 years,
wild.
that's it. He murked 4 people and they were like,
10 years probation. Didn't even like.
I'll even lock.
He only went to jail 'cause he violated the probation. Which
Bruh.
Doesn't say what he did, but like I can only assume he was like
Maybe that was part of the bit too.
part of the bid.
Part of the bit. He violated probation because he's that fucked up. He was like, I don't even know what probation is.
Explain it to me.
Yeah. Like, sir, you've been in court for 2 weeks now. We've
He's
explained it to you 15 times.
That doesn't sound very fancy. I don't know.
Got bored of his fucking multi-million-dollar mansion.
It's like
I must violate parole.
I am so bored of my life. I must violate. Yeah. The masculine urge to violate your parole.
You ever seen you ever watch oh, you didn't really watch TV, I feel like, but
Not really.
you ever seen Succession?
I've heard of it.
You would know if
I've
you've
heard
seen
of it. Yeah.
But that's kind of like it.
They're
They're all
like they're all trying to get the dad's wealth or something. Yeah.
yeah, dad's like fucking old as dirt, and they're like all and they all work at his company, and then like the main character Kendall's like trying to like take over the company, and a bunch of random shit happens. But it's just funny 'cause they're all just a bunch of like rich pricks that like are like sheltered from society, like to the point where like they don't even fucking like they don't even understand like regular concepts 'cause they're so fucking rich and like they've just been.
Oh
basically-
yeah.
The dad on that show basically owns like the Disney equivalent of like in that world. Like he owns like that big of a company.
Mm.
Anyways, continue.
I'm trying to think of like
Good
the
show. Worth the watch.
if there was like fucking any other ones I could think of. The dead woman who named her killer. That's a tough one. I don't know if I can
Bruh.
remember that. The Boy in the Box. I'm just like looking
Bruh.
up ones now. I kind of like
That's a
ran out.
David Blaine bit.
David. Bruh. Oh, the Tara Calico case. I know about this one.
He's like when I remove this cloth, the woman will be dead in the box. Wait, what? And it's just box.
This one's crazy. Tara Calico. She took her mom's bike out. She lived in New Mexico. She worked as a bank teller, was studying to become a psychologist and a psychiatrist. Planned to play tennis that afternoon, asked her mom to drive her out in case she got a flat tire and didn't return home by noon. She never did return. Every lead went dead until a year later when a photo was found depicting a young woman her age and a missing boy both bound and gagged in a bed.
Bruh.
The Polaroid photograph was found in a parking lot outside a junior food store in Florida. The 9-year-old Michael Henley went missing the same area as Calico when he was hunting turkeys with his father. They appeared to be in the back of a van with a copy of a book written by V.C. Andrews, Calico's favorite author.
That's wild.
Yeah.
He's like fucking. I'm gonna drop a Polaroid down. That's some fucking Riddler type shit.
Right. Initially, it's a year later, too. Initially, it's also in Florida. This happened in New Mexico.
Oh,
And they found this picture in Florida.
that's wild.
Initially, Tara's mother didn't think the girl was her, but the girl in the photograph had a scar identical to Calico. Still, due to lack of evidence, many experts dismissed the photograph. In 1990, Michael Henley's body was found in Zuni Mountains where he was hunting, which strongly disconnects the theory that the two were abducted and taken to Florida. Calico's parents would eventually die, never finding out who killed their daughter.
I wonder if like people who do that shit like leave that on like they leave that picture on purpose so that we like
Yeah,
follow the little
facts.
breadcrumbs, and then like they want you to find the next fucking piece, and then like the next one. And
Yeah, they definitely do.
But then like people just can't figure it out.
It's
So
like the
there's,
Zodiac killer. It's like the
That's
same
the thing.
thing. Where they just like,
except he fucking spammed it, bro. Like he would send like
yeah, he went a little OD.
yeah, send a few too many notes. I mean, he never got caught, I guess. So
No.
not enough. But I think they like just deciphered his last.
Yeah, they, like,
message
just did or
recently,
something,
and, like, it
like-
was like nonsense, but
Yeah. And they're
That's
like,
fucked
oh,
up.
we figured it out. It's like, fuck, it makes no sense.
fucking grocery list. Why the fuck did he
Yeah,
write it like
right.
this?
If you're reading this, you're gay. You're just like, damn
He's like, I didn't solve it. I didn't solve
I
it.
didn't solve it. I didn't solve it. My Mark solved it. What? I didn't solve it.
He's like, he got the last letter, so he solved it. I got the other one, but he got the last one, so he solved it. I'm not gay. I'm not gay.
If you figure out this murder, you're gay. Fuck. Guys, we gotta close
They
this.
know who it is. They're just like, I mean, we don't know. He escaped us.
You know what? We lost all the evidence.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It all got burned. We don't know what
70
happened.
years worth of evidence gone. We don't know what happened. What do you mean you don't know? We don't know what happened.
We don't know. It's gone. All right, stop asking about it. He's
Oh my god, we don't know. Oh my god. Like, what the fuck?
That shit's crazy.
Shit. No, that is wild though.
Did you ever watch like the Ted Bundy tapes? Did you ever watch that on
Yeah.
Netflix? Dude, I never knew that.
Wait,
Ted
the one with like the Zac Efron?
No.
Was
It's
that
like,
Zac Efron?
yeah, he
Yeah.
was. Yeah,
I've seen that one. I haven't seen the actual real
it's
one.
called the Ted Bundy tapes. It's on Netflix. It's really good. It's like
It's
all
like the same thing. It was like a documentary, right?
yeah, it's all
Yeah.
like unreleased, previously unreleased, like
Footage and
courtroom,
shit.
like audio recordings and interviews with him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I never knew that he got out. Like,
He escaped.
yeah,
Yeah.
he was like, and like
And
I
then
was
he didn't even like hide. He just
no, he
just
dipped.
no, he got out and then he just was like, "Fuck it, I'm just go kill more people."
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. And they were like,
I never knew that. Like,
Fuck.
I never knew one that he escaped. Two, like I was watching it and they were like, he escaped out of courtroom window. I was like, oh, he must got like tackled right out front. Like, dude, no, he was out for like 180 days.
Because people didn't know who he was.
Yeah,
Like-
but no, because it was a huge like they were on
People-
the news that he got
No,
arrested.
for sure. But I'm saying like people weren't like. People were like, "Oh, they got him," so like
Right.
I'm not gonna be looking
then
for
they're
him
like-
in the streets. And then like the person who saw him
So
jump out the window, they were like,
uh,
"That was him."
like, look, we fucked up. He's out there.
Listen,
Listen,
another instance. All those police officers,
well,
fucking
yeah, they just left him in a fucking library like by himself.
yeah. They show that in the drama version with Zac Efron too, but
It's wild,
it's a
dude.
drama obviously, so you don't really know how like accurate it is. But yeah, Buddy just fucking dipped out. He was like, I think he was like at the club in Florida, just fucking around,
He went to like the University of Miami or something, just murdered a bunch of people there.
just murking more people, bro.
And they're like, God damn it.
I
He only
respect,
got
bro.
caught 'cause he got pulled over for like a unregistered vehicle or something like that.
Yeah,
Or like
yeah,
a
tail light or some shit.
tail light or some bullshit, yeah.
Yeah, and they were like, hold on.
They're like, you Zac Efron?
Listen, man, I don't want to make any accusations, but you just look really similar to this guy.
You look like the guy that killed like 20 people.
Yeah. The cop's like the new guy on the
Keep in
job.
mind, pulled you over for a tail light. Just saying.
He's like, listen, bro, listen.
I'd cut your hair if I was you.
He's like, I'm not accusing you. I'm just here for the taillight, buddy.
Innocent until proven guilty. You do look like the most notorious serial killer of all
Yeah.
time right now.
We do have him looking for a guy in the area, looks just like you. You don't want to get caught up. Head down to the store, fix that taillight up. You don't want to
Right,
get pulled
right.
over by the next guy because he's not gonna let you go like I am.
Listen. You look just like Ted Bundy. Just saying. I'm gonna give you a warning.
Yeah. He's like, listen, I'm gonna give you a warning. My sergeant's not gonna like it,
Right.
so just get out of here. Get that taillight fixed up.
We've all had bad days.
Yeah.
Verbal warning.
Water under the bridge.
Right.
Really, am as a body
Just
in
like
the truck.
fucking just someone behind the guy just kills him.
And he's like, fuck, it was Ted Bundy.
No, now
As he's
Sarge,
bleeding
now
out.
I'm thinking about it, that was probably Ted Bundy. Now that I'm thinking about it. The way you killed that guy right next to me, that was probably Ted Bundy, yeah.
You know, I did see something in the
Hand
back
up.
seat.
Hand up. I dropped the ball there. That's on me. That's on me. That's on me.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'll pack up my stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
here's,
yeah, that's me.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
here's my
And
badge.
you know what? I'll take it like a man. That was me.
That shit's, oh my god.
Just heading out of the office.
Oh.
Actually, let's fucking the most notorious serial killer ever just head out.
Just saunter off.
Head out for the night.
It's fucking insane, dude. It's so crazy how
that's
much
wild,
terrible shit has to happen before they like fix things.
bro.
Because now it's like you never leave a criminal alone
Yeah.
for anything. Like they rob a store, you send
Childproof
someone
your
with them.
windows type shit.
Right.
Right. The screen doesn't stop the child from falling out the window.
No, I'm saying like a guy he robs
No,
a
facts.
store and like there's someone with him from when he gets arrested to like when he gets let out of jail or whatever. Like
Yeah.
it's like
He's got constant surveillance on him now.
Ted Bundy had like 18 confirmed kills and they're just like, yeah, you can
They're
hang
like,
out here for a
well-
little while if you want.
Is he that bad?
And they just locked out. They just walked out. And they're like,
Is it just like another guy?
surely he won't try to escape.
And if he does, surely he won't kill more.
And there's that
people.
other part. He was in jail, like not eating, so he could try to sneak out the vents.
Oh, so you get like skinny?
Yeah, he was trying to like lose a ton of weight so that he would fit either like through the bars or like out one of the vents or something like that in his room.
How did they get him? The electric chair or something, right?
Yeah, I think
that's
so.
how he-
Either
that's how he got his
zapped him or
ass.
fucking lethal injection or something like that.
I think he said something about that before. Thanks.
Tip mail.
Yeah, apparently.
You know what lethal injection is too? It's just potassium.
Yeah, it's an injection that's lethal, I think.
It's literally just potassium.
Like the banana shit?
Yeah, just like a ton of it.
Did not know that because I heard it's super expensive to do.
I
You'd think
mean,
that
it's,
that
I'm
wouldn't
sure
be
it's
that
not
expensive.
strictly potassium, but it's like the shit that
Sort of
kills you is like a
Solution.
crazy high amount of it. So you could
That's
actually
interesting.
banana yourself to death if you really.
And I've been trying. It's not
Yeah.
working.
Trust me. If anyone can do it,
Takes a lot of
it
fucking
doesn't kill
steps.
me yet.
Yeah. I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Yeah, I forget who told me that. It
That's
was-
the death penalty, I guess, if you're into that kind of thing.
yeah, if that's.
Shout out to Hammurabi for eye for an eye law, I guess.
Do you ever, like, that just reminded me of like a completely off-topic thing where he's like, if you're into that sort of thing, Norm Macdonald. You ever seen like his bit he does about the third
I know who
guy?
he is, but
that
the
was on
electric chair?
the-
I mean, on Lethal Injection.
No, he was the
Oh.
third guy on like Apollo 11 or whatever. Because there's 3 guys that went up. It was like Buzz Aldrin, Neil
Oh, yeah.
Armstrong, and then some other guy. I forget his name. And he was like, one guy had to just stay in the thing, like in the lunar
Keep
capsule
it fucking
or whatever.
place
And these guys are like fucking around out there.
Yeah.
And he's just like, from his perspective, and he's like looking out. He's like, "Are they golfing out there?" Or whatever, like, or whatever. And he gets back and he's like, "They don't want it." He's like, Buzz doesn't want him to feel bad, so he's just like, "How was it, guys?" He's like, "Nah." He's like, "It's cool if you're into that sort of thing." I guess. He's like, I more prefer the lunar capsule myself, but
They try to make him not feel bad.
It's so funny.
That's what we always do. Like, there's this girl at work that's like gluten free. So every time like there's like
Gluten?
anything that we eat, like the guy you wouldn't like it tastes like shit. Like
Yeah,
it'll be
right.
like some like dessert that someone made. It's like so fucking good.
Yeah,
Like yeah, it's pretty gross.
Gluten.
You wouldn't like it.
it's loaded with gluten.
Yeah. Hey, trust me, this shit's trash.
Ugh.
Nah, but you gotta get hip. How much? What are we at?
We're at
One?
111.
Okay, yeah. You gotta get hip to Succession, bro. If there's any show you want to watch, Succession's the one to watch right now.
All right.
It's on HBO Max. I don't know if you
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
shit's getting crazy.
Right.
It's almost like, have you seen Breaking Bad?
No.
Okay, well,
I've seen like one episode, I think.
Breaking Bad is also good, obviously, but it's just like
Is it?
yeah,
That show do all right.
yeah, it's pretty good.
Right.
It's dependent. I mean, if you're into that kind
If
of
you're
thing.
if you're into math, I
Yeah.
guess.
No, but it's actually really good. It's a the first like when I was first watching it, like the first couple episodes. I know people say this about every show, and it makes you just want to be like, all right, why would I watch it? The first couple episodes, I was definitely like a little bit like,
Yeah.
it's kind of whack. But if you haven't seen Breaking Bad, that might like benefit you.
Okay.
Because Breaking Bad gets started pretty fucking fast. Like
Yeah.
by like the third episode, he's like ready to sell meth. So like, so it's like
Aren't we all?
it gets it gets moving pretty quick. Whereas Succession, the first couple episodes, it's like a little bit slower because like they're real. Succession's way more like real life. Like it would make sense that this would
Yeah.
happen
Yeah.
in real life as opposed to like Breaking Bad. Like I don't think that shit would ever happen.
Probably not.
Like the last couple seasons just get fucking wild.
Yeah.
Breaking Bad to the point where it's like, all right, this is fucking.
I'll have to give it a gander.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it. I think it's still on too. Like I think they're still making
Oh,
episodes.
okay.
I haven't finished it, so I don't. I think I'm still on season 1 actually, but I think they're on like season 3. There's definitely a season 2 on HBO Max. I think season 3 is like currently airing or like
Word.
something.
Yeah,
like
I've
that or
definitely
something.
heard of the show. So.
Yeah, it's definitely worth watching. Super entertaining, but
All right. Well, I gotta piss, so I'm
All
gonna wrap this up,
yeah, let's wrap this
and
up.
we'll see you next week.
On God, no cap
Go Celtics.
for the Celtics in 5. Yeah.
Ooh,
Celtics in 5.
5. Wow.
Yeah, fuck the Heat. You gotta click the other one too. Yeah.
No. This is wicked hard to do at this end.
Boys back home.